I'm Louise from BeHealing.com, and welcome to the Spiritual News Show for the week starting Friday the 28th of December 2012. And so I'll start with the reading for this week. So this is a great week for chilling out, for not doing very much, for concentrating on your connection not only with others but also with your inner self. So it's a great time for introspection and looking within and sorting yourself out. If there's anything that you want to release in yourself, if there's anything that you want to work on in yourself, maybe your diet or clearing things up, maybe health problems, something like that. It's a great time for doing that. Connecting with other people as well. It's a great time to connect with other people, especially romantic relationships, to spend time focusing on romantic relationships, putting that romance back in and giving other people some of your time and your love, sharing that love around. Also a great time for writing to people, so they're connecting with people in a written kind of way. Maybe people that you haven't connected with for a while that you want to say something to. It's a great time for actually writing to those people. So not a great week for acting in any way, for doing things. Very self-centered kind of energy this week. Not self-centered, but more introspective energy this week is going on. We've also got a full moon tomorrow. So on the 29th of December, we've got a full moon, which is all about releasing things that we want to release in our lives. Now with the Ascension news, we've been through a big shift, and everyone has had their energy raised. So we've all been through our spiritual awakening, no matter what level we were at before. We all had a decision to make throughout the year of whether we wanted to choose love or choose fear. Now those decisions have caused us to either our time-based consciousness to be in this new fifth dimensional reality, or to have stayed in the third dimensional reality. And so I say time-based consciousness because there is actually no time. All of these dimensions are happening at the same time. And so rather than people being split into two, we just needed to make a decision as to which our human-based consciousness which reality that would go to. And so we've all made that decision now, and those that are hearing this are in the fifth dimension. And it doesn't stop there. The energies are escalating so much, it's almost like we've jumped on a moving walkway that's going really fast now. And so some people might be falling over and rolling about, and if you're really balanced, you might be able to maintain your balance. But there's a lot more work to do. There's a lot of inner balancing because of these energies are much higher now. Now we've raised our energy so that we are on a much more spiritual level now. And so we have access to our spiritual team. So all of those spirits that are interested in the same things as us, the ones that are looking after us, we have much more access to those on our higher self. So you will find that solutions come really easily, that answers come really easily. Because everyone has had a spiritual awakening, no matter what their level, there will be a lot more acceptance going on. And so you might have noticed the people around you seem to be understanding a little bit more now and tapping into their spiritual side much more than they ever were. And this is just going to increase, and it's going to allow us to change big structures in the world because of this acceptance. Now, the energies that we've got right now in the Ascension process is all about us stopping to being so controlling and thinking that we are kind of in charge of everything. That was our three-dimensional selves. Now it's going to feel more like we're puppets for a while, as our higher selves, our spiritual selves and our spiritual team take over. It's going to feel like we're puppets because we've been so used to our egos being in control and manifesting things. And so now, because we're having to let go of that, what you might be finding is if you're trying to push ahead with things, you won't feel like doing it. if you're still trying to push ahead with things, you might get sick. It'll feel like there's brick walls put in front of you if you're trying to do too much. And this is so that we can instead sit back and just allow these energy changes to take place. So how it's going to be when we get used to it is that we are part of this spiritual team. We've got this spiritual team, and we're the person on the team that is bringing these energies down to earth. And so there is much less for us to do. And so now it's more about being. It's who we're being. And so if you find that you're finding brick walls in front of you, that you're getting sick, it's because you're trying to do too much. And so just stop for a while, take a holiday. If you like, spend some time just doing things that you enjoy, maybe working on yourself a little bit. But again, even if you do that too much, you're going to find brick walls. So we've raised our energy to be more aligned with our spiritual teams and the spirit world now, which means we've got much more access to them. We've got much more access to source energy, which means solutions. And so now is a great time to be asking questions and trying to figure things out. Try asking questions, anything that you might think is wrong with you or wrong with something that maybe you want to change. It's a great time for getting information on that. Rather than doing anything about it, it's a good time for getting information because you've got a lot of access to that now. Great time for focusing on just being instead of doing. And just letting go to this feeling of being a puppet, which might feel disempowered to you, but once we get used to it, we're going to feel the balance in it. So really it's a balanced state to be in. We've just been so used to being out of balance and controlling everything, and our egos being involved too much. Great news is that social structures will be able to change very easily in 2013. So we'll find that all the people that are, say, interested in politics, their spiritual teams will all give them solutions at the same time, the same solution at the same time. And so this is going to create a movement. And because everybody has had a spiritual awakening that's in this dimension now, that will be accepted much more easily. So there's not that same kind of struggle or that same kind of rejection that we've felt before when trying to change things. And so big structures, societal structures, and things that are have gone wrong, that we've been kind of going in the wrong direction, will be sorted out in this next year coming. It's like we have been for many, many years a group of children being on a planet and trying to teach ourselves and take care and control the planet all by ourselves, and not doing a very good job of it. And then the teachers just walk back in. That's what the shift energy is like. It's like the teachers walk back in, and we have access to these spirits, the spiritual energy now, much more than we've had before. And so we can be told by the teacher the changes that we need to make. And so this is why we'll get this feeling of kind of being puppets now, and just relax to that. It's not like we're being controlled by anyone. This is what our spirits really want. This is about being in the flow and being and allowing energies to work through us. Our energy patterns have changed in our bodies. So before we had a row of chakras down us, one at the crown, one in the third eye, the throat, the heart, solar plexus, navel, and the root chakra, as kind of shining lights. And then the aura around us was kind of a smooth aura around us, going right around our body like an elliptical shape. Now our energies look very different, and that actually changed between the 21st of December and the 24th of December. Our energy patterns actually changed, and our chakras were flipped upside down. Now it looks like we have a strong purple band through the middle of us with very bright lights, more in more places than there were chakras previously. We have a big orange or golden, like halo-like much bigger than our old auras, just around our head. And either side of our bodies, we've got this kind of magnetic kind of pattern going around. So our energy patterns are very different now, and that's just a fifth dimensional energy pattern that we've got now. And what it means is that we have this, we're more like a transmitter and a receiver now, and we have this kind of attraction energy, much more attraction energy. And so we're all going to find much more support, and we're also going to be giving each other a lot more support as well. And so big change is coming, and so this week is all about just letting go, not doing too much, and just relaxing into these energies and getting used to them. And so if you stop pushing, then whatever's holding you back will just disappear. You know, you're not going to find those brick walls, you're not going to be sick anymore. And so just don't try and do too much at the moment. So have a happy new year, and I'll see you next week. Bye.